Trashcan for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I am joined by
Lasse. I'm
Cool.
the singer in Trashcan Dance.
So you guys have been going since 2005. Would you say Killing Moon is your most complete work so far?
Absolutely. We've done a couple of EPs and shorter albums before, but this one feels for me like the most complete album we've done, and the most cohesive album. I like almost every track on the album could be like released as singles.
Yeah,
So we were very excited about the album.
brilliant. So can you give us a little bit of insight then into the name Trashcan Dance, and what other ideas did you have for a band name?
I came up with the name when we started the band because I wanted the same kind of vibe like New York Dolls.
Right.
I had the New York Dolls in mind. Not so much, the visual look the band has, but the kind of sleazy vibe to the 70s kind of glam rock punkish thing. And trash cans make a lot of noise when they come to empty it in the morning and you're sleeping.
Yeah.
And it's a noisy sound, and it's we wanted to make a bit more melodic rock, not hardcore punk, but maybe in a weird way something you can dance to.
Brilliant.
So that was the general idea about the name.
Cool. So then can you give us a little bit of insight into two of the tracks on the album? First one, Little Dreamer, and then Norman.
Little Dreamer, that's a quite a short and punkish tune. When we finished with the track, I wanted to add something more like melodic or a little bit of beauty to it. So we asked Nikki Rock. She was the singer for the Barbecue Barbies, Finnish rock band.
Yeah.
And she's a solo artist and doing different projects at the moment. So she came up with some backing vocals for the refrain. If I look at the theme on the album, almost every song is some kind of horror story,
Yeah.
It's like Norman is, Norman Bates from Psycho.
Yeah.
But Little Dreamer is a bit different, lyric wise. It's I had a bit of climate angst, environmental angst, and I wrote the lyric about that, feeling bad about the situation in the world with the war and the climate change, and there's a bit of hope in it, through my children, my kids, who are not that negative about it. They see the possibilities more than the despair, so to say. So that's a kind of serious topic in Little Dreamer.
Okay. So are you a fan of Bates Motel, the series?
I haven't seen that.
Have you never seen it? It's really good. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Well, it was on Netflix.
Okay.
Worth watching.
All right.
It's about Norman, a young Norman. Yeah.
Okay, I should. Yeah.
Worth checking
It's
out.
It's our bass player Faust who wrote Norman, and I then added some lyrics to it. But that's a classic horror movie.
It is, yeah.
Or movies.
Yeah, totally.
Hitchcock's is obviously the best one, but those sequels are pretty scary too.
Cool, yeah. So, would he be releasing any more singles from the album?
We will release. I think we'll release one more.
Okay.
A track called Trigger Warning. So we released a lot of singles, but nowadays it's that's the opportunity you get to pitch the music for the Spotify playlists. So we released a lot of singles, and Go-Go Dancer and Politskaya Station. Those two have had the most success on Spotify. But I think Trigger Warning is a track that lots of people like, and we like it too. It's a fast punkish thing. After that, we are planning to release a live EP
Right.
with 6 songs from the album.
Cool.
So we are still mixing and working on that one.
Okay. I love like your artwork for the singles and that, and the album cover's really cool. I mean, that would be quite a cool tattoo, wouldn't it? Are you planning to get a tattoo of the cover?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Yeah, it's actually my hand.
Right. Right.
It's an older. Here's the album.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
All
an
right.
old picture. I have this large hunting knife,
Uh-huh.
and then I added some Los Angeles vibes, Miami vibes to it
Yeah.
with the palm trees. It's it's definitely not Helsinki.
No, definitely not, man. All
Yeah,
right. So do you have
I
any?
think it could look cool as a tattoo. Yeah.
Definitely, you should get it, mate. Honestly. So do you have plans to go on the road and also to tour outside of Finland for the year?
No, no, we have no gigs planned at the moment.
Right.
We don't play quite seldom.
Uh-huh.
We don't really tour. Uh, we had some offers to go to Italy or something, but it's expensive, and everybody's got
Yeah.
so much else going on. So hopefully we'll get some gigs this year. We'll see about it. But at the moment we don't have any. We had a couple of record release gigs,
Mm.
and then some members have other bands as well. I have another band too, and we just released an EP with the Dogshit Boys, my
Right.
older punk band,
Okay.
a couple of days ago on Thursday, and
Uh,
the drummer Javier, he plays drums in the black metal band Beherit,
okay.
old school Finnish old school
Right.
legends. So they are going to Japan this spring, and have, they're gonna have some gigs in Finland too. So in the beginning of 2024, he'll be playing with them.
Hmm.
But we have some new demos going on. We performed at least one new at the gigs. So we have maybe 3, 4 new ideas. So we'll start working on those, and if there comes any gigs along, we'll happily go and play.
Brilliant. So I know you love your horror films. So if you could have
Yeah.
appeared in a horror movie, which one would you choose and which character?
I just read. I just finished yesterday this book about Vampira,
Right. Cool.
the original goth.
Uh-huh.
So I'd love to be a character in Plan 9 from Outer Space,
Cool.
Ed Wood's cult movie. That would be, walking like a zombie in a graveyard or something.
Yeah. Cool.
It's not my favorite. It's obviously it's pretty bad, but I really really love those old Hammer
Mm.
movies.
Yeah.
I
Horror.
think my favorite would be Dracula
Right.
with Christopher Lee from, is it 1958 maybe,
Right.
57, 58.
Right.
So Plan 9 from Outer Space, or the original Hammer movies with Dracula.
Real. So if you could have an ultimate band lineup of musicians dead or alive, who would be in your band?
Good question. Obviously, like my own friends as band members, but in a fictional band, I'd say um, James Williamson from the Stooges on guitar, uh, and on drums, Eric Carr was really
Right.
cool in Kiss,
Mm.
heavy drumming style. I love Peter Chris as well, but for a bit of metal vibes to it, maybe Eric Carr. And on bass, well, Ron Ashton was good on bass too, from the Stooges. Um, Gene Simmons.
Brilliant.
If I could have Gene Simmons just as my bass player, that would be cool.
Oh, cool. Awesome, man. That's
John
great.
Lord on keyboards from Deep Purple.
Good
That's a
stuff.
strange lineup.
Yeah, it'd be cool. That would work, mate. All right, and so I saw on a previous interview that you guys were around and about in the 80s. That was the best decade for music and to live without a doubt. Do you wish you
Mm.
could go back in a time machine, go back to those days as a band, this up and coming band?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, First of all, there was so much cool music in the 80s.
Hmm.
And secondly, people went out to go to rock gigs
Yeah.
back then. It's hard to book gigs at the moment or nowadays. Younger people don't go to gigs
Hmm.
like they used to before. It's more hip hop oriented everywhere, and there's not much venues to go to, and people go out pretty late, and it's a struggle to get gigs and get people to come to the gigs. So I think it would be easier to be a band in the 80s
Hmm.
when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Then again, it would be cool to go back to like the early 70s or something before I was born
Hmm.
and see what the vibe was in the States,
Right.
CBGBs or Maxis Kansas City. So those times would be cool. But 80s were great since there was a lot of heavy metal, of course, the obvious Iron Maidens and Dio, AC/DCs and everything like that.
Yeah.
But there was also pretty good pop music
There was.
and
Yeah.
synth synth music and synth pop. So there was a lot of different genres that were great. The
Hmm.
Cure, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Totally. Even Duran, stuff like that. Yeah, it was all good stuff,
Yeah,
man. Really was.
absolutely.
So next one then, can you tell us what was the last song you listened to?
The last song I listened to was I listened to Alice Cooper. Uh, uh, so the last song I listened to would be the last song on Billion Dollar Babies.
Sure. Real. If there was a song about yourself, what would it be called?
The Madman Returns.
Brilliant.
Sounds like an Ozzy Osbourne album, but
Does, man.
something
Absolutely.
like that.
Okay. So then, can you give me 4 words to describe Trash Can Dance?
Raw, melodic, sexy, and scary.
Brilliant. Um, when you do like play live and that, do you ever plan to sort of do live streams or anything like that? Or even when you do
Uh,
like
we
releases?
have we did one last year. We did a live stream.
Right.
It was an interview and 6 songs
Hmm.
together with Marco Luponero and the Loud Ones. A friend of mine, his band made this live stream.
Hmm.
So that one that one is on YouTube as well.
Okay.
Um, it's I haven't done really. That was the first and
Hmm.
I wouldn't say last live stream, but it's it's different to. You have to concentrate on a lot of things. You
Yeah.
can't just concentrate on the audience if
Hmm.
there is no audience, but you have to concentrate on the cameras
Yeah.
and try to play as good as possible. So it's not easy.
No. All right. So the next one then is 5 fast questions, either or either. So the first one is vinyl or digital,
Vinyl,
Lordi or Turisas,
Turisas.
right? Festival or smaller.
I know the singer. He's a really
Really?
cool guy. I met Lordy too.
What's happened to them? They've not done much for years, have they?
Lazy, they're lazy. I don't know. Doing normal stuff, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, but especially the second Turisa's album was really cool.
Yeah. I think the last album was about 8-10 years. It was a long time ago anyway.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Yeah. Festival or small intimate gig?
Festival. Yeah, I'm a big festival goer.
Cool. Heaven or hell?
I prefer when they were called Black Sabbath. Before they started touring as Heaven and Hell and playing Black Sabbath songs, that was a bit weird, but yeah.
Okay. And the final one
Heaven.
is Lapland or lap dance?
Oh. Can I have a lap dance in Lapland?
Yeah.
I haven't been to Lapland since I know I was in the army, I guess. Ooh, that's a long time ago. Lap dances are cool as well, but I'd like to go to Lapland and see the reindeer and go skiing. So it's a tough one. It depends on the day.
All right. Well, I want to thank you so much for your time today. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners? And my cat in an arm.
Maybe do I need to spit 3 times over my left shoulder since I saw a black cat?
Yeah, maybe right. Yeah. Spit at her. He's a nightmare.
Well, the album Killing Moon is out now by Trashcan Dance. We released a couple of singles. You can find this on digital platforms. We have a pretty small run of vinyls. So if anyone wants to order it, feel free to contact the band, Trashcan Dance Band at gmail.com. You can find us on social media as well. We'll be releasing one more single from the album. Then we're gonna release sometime this year a live EP on digital, and after that we have one more single that's not on the album. It's a brand new track. So I think that one will be out in the fall, maybe. Cool. And we're working on new materials. So if you want to order a T-shirt or CD or vinyl, we'd be very happy. Awesome. Since it's expensive to make physical albums nowadays.